Alright, lady and gentlemen, got another unboxing for you guys. Rather than spend, 15 minutes pulling it out of the box and cutting into it and whatnot, rather than doing all that on camera, I went ahead and I just took it out, and now we have it right here. I have had people ask me, hey, we want to see your first impressions, so don't actually look at the thing. I wanted to clear up as much work as possible without actually checking the thing out. So this right here is an 1891 Moschetto. I think that's how that's pronounced. It's a Cavalry Carbine from Italy. I'm sure somebody's going to say, hey, they didn't use cavalry, they didn't have horses, they were on bicycles mostly, and whatever, that's all semantics for a historical video that I might actually get around to making now that I think about it. It would be a really cool topic. We'll talk about the Italian soldiers on bicycles. What a revolutionary force that was. Anyway, this right here is a Carbine RTI purchase, and this right here is one of their short-length rifles, the Carcano short-length rifle that has the bayonet on it. So let's go ahead and check out to see what it is that we have. RTI does runs of these, and they put them on sale from time to time, and these particular batches are from Italy and not Ethiopia. And the Italy cache, along with other various caches that RTI offers, I know that they offer like Swiss rifles specifically from Switzerland. They offer a bunch of things from other places besides Ethiopia, and those things from other places tend to be in pretty gosh darn good shape. The Ethiopian stuff tends to be a little on the questionable side, but the Ethiopian stuff is also stuff that you literally cannot find anywhere else. So let's see what we are looking at. I can already see the bayonet on this thing, so I know it's one of those Cavalry carbines, which is good. They didn't send me the wrong thing. Let's see, whenever we dig into this thing, what we're dealing with. Let me move this bubble wrap out of the way. Okay, so first impressions, as you guys like to see. I don't see any cracks or broken wood in the stock. I also don't see any, cartouches or stamps. Actually, there's just barely the remains of a cartouche right there. I really like cartouches on my rifle stocks. I just like the way that they look. Oh, goodness! Oh, I'm knocking things off the shelf with my Carcano. Okay, let me go ahead and put that right there. Oh, goodness, that made things much worse. I'm just going to leave that there before I make things much worse. So, action, that's not that sticky. I'm actually quite delighted with that. Do a quick safety check, although it is illegal to ship firearms with ammunition inside of them. Ready to go. There we go. There's our safety check. The overall condition of the metal on this thing, I don't see any rust or pitting or anything like that. We do have, of course, some storage wear, just because these rifles were in storage for a very long time. Our receiver band does have a little bit of rust on it. This does look like it is a Gardone produced, 1937 produced rifle. How do you like that? So this is just before World War II when this rifle came about. I got both World War I and World War II versions of these rifles. This particular one has a little bit of finish wear on the top of the receiver, but it's definitely not that bad. I'm probably going to polish up the bolt on this thing. The action is pretty gosh darn smooth, I will admit that. We have ourselves our upper handguard. Some of these came without upper handguards, but it does look like this upper handguard is not original to the rifle because it is a different color. We have a simple push-button bayonet on this bad boy, which is a little on the stiff side apparently. Let me try turning this around so I can get to it from a better angle. There we go. Push button bayonet. Seems to lock in pretty gosh darn firmly actually. Fantastic. Actually, yeah, that doesn't have any wiggle room on it whatsoever. Nose cap is in place. We got all of our screws. Looks like our sight here. Yeah, this seems to be functional. Okay, so all in all, big old thumbs up from me. I got this whenever they were having one of their flash sales. It was $149 for this particular Carcano, which I am not all that I'm not complaining about it. I do see a little tiny bump mark right here, and that looks new. So I might take a file and smooth that off some because that's kind of a sharp spot. I just poked myself with it. We do have a little tiny chip in the wood right here as well. That might have been done in shipping because this right here and this right here might have been done with the same impact. At least the stock's not broken. I don't see any trench art or anything like that. We do have a serial number right there. I have no idea if there's anything inside of our thing right there. Let me see. Where can I find something to pry that open? Oh my god. Alright, I just used an 8mm LaBelle round to pry that open. And guys, I was not expecting this. Look at this. It came with the cleaning rod. Oh, that's something that you just don't see every day. Hell yeah, the cleaning rod in one of these Cavalry carbines. That is, like I said, something that is just not... This is something that you don't see all the time. Mainly with these Cavalry carbines inside the buttstock, there's a little opening that you keep the cleaning rods in the buttstock. Like 99.99% of them do not have those cleaning rods in there. Those have long since disappeared. I'm actually going to keep that out because I'm going to send that to send a photo of that to a friend of mine, and they're going to be like, "Oh, dude, there's no way." Hell yeah. Well, let's go ahead, check the manual safety while we're here. That is turning our bolt, so I'm going to hold the bolt in place while I check that manual safety. Yep, that seems to function just fine. Or at least it did. That's not supposed to be like that. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now pull the trigger. Yep, that seems like it's going to go bang. Alright, yeah. All in all, this is a functional Carcano. Came with a cleaning rod. How do you like that? Let me grab a Carcano round and we'll test that bore diameter. As a matter of fact, I got a whole bunch of them right here. So this right here is a 264 diameter projectile. This right here is hand-loaded ammunition. Now these right here are 268 diameter bore. But guys, for bore testing, this is not going to make a difference. We're talking 4 thousandths of an inch. That's 4 human skin cells. It's not going to make a difference. So bore test, oh yeah. We got plenty of meat left on that barrel. This is going to be a very accurate rifle. My Gardone rifles, I've got multiple of them, and every single one of them is like really accurate compared to all the other brands of rifle. These right here are one of the best. Alright, well, here's some movement going on outside. I think I've pretty much covered the Carcano here as much as I'm going to. There's not really much else to do. I'd love to take it out to the range, but I do not have access to a gun range as of right now, so I might have to do that later on down the road. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the outro because, like I said, there's things going on outside. There's like sounds like a street sweeper. I'm currently staying in the city. Terrible, terrible situation. I would love to not be in a city right now. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, share. Description below has a link to all sorts of stuff. Go check it out. You guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day. I'll see you all in the next episode. Been a little while since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. The poor man's Garen. It's a shame that bolt-action shotguns aren't more mainstream.